You're watching BuzzTV's The Daily News, your one-stop source for what's going on today in the 3D and entertainment industries.
Hello and welcome to BuzzTV's The Daily News for Wednesday, November 8th, 2006. I'm Zach.
I'm Terry.
And I wanted to start out by saying you guys almost did not get a news show tonight because just today we got our hands on Gears of War.
Good stuff.
So if you don't hear from us again forever, it's because Gears of War came out. But with that, let's launch right into some gaming news. New Consumer Expo. It's all about the gamers. GamePro.com is reporting that the International Data Group, IDG, will play host to a new Consumer Expo in Los Angeles, replacing E3, of course. The twist, it's not an industry insider trade show like E3 was, but an exposition where you, the consumer, will be able to play and interact with the hottest games of the holiday season. So,
yeah. As a bonus, you can actually go online and name this thing. So they're going to take the best name. And
so they don't have
it could be named after you. It could be like Bob's Entertainment Expo.
Bob. That's right. But that is kind of cool. Now you no longer have to forge any kind of document to get into E3.
True.
Anyways.
All right. Wii wins Popular Science's Best of What's New. Joystick.com is reporting that Popular Science awarded the Nintendo Wii as the best of what's new in the category of home entertainment.
It comes out like in a couple of weeks, doesn't it?
Yeah. The 11th, Jeff? 7th.
The 7th.
Okay.
It's one of those dates coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I hear 17. I hear 19. Anyways.
All right. Yeah. Atari founder says the PlayStation's success was an accident.
This is brilliant.
Joystick.com is reporting that Nolan Bushnell is absolutely convinced that PS3 will fail, and not just fail to reach the vaunted 9-digit milestone for the third time, but outright flop. He goes on to state that the success of the PlayStation was nothing more than good timing. That's some pretty strong words.
Yeah, I kind of like teasing Sony because of some of the stuff they've done lately. It really is funny, folks, whether you're a Sony fanboy or not. But I just don't know if I could go that far. To say that, the PlayStation 1, which was phenomenal and huge, and the PlayStation 2, which was phenomenal and relatively huge, were both accidents.
True, yeah. But, he goes on to say, he founded Atari. He goes on to say Atari kind of sucks now, too. So...
At least he's honest with himself.
Yeah.
French Minister for Gaming speaks out. IGN.com reports that the French Minister for Culture has spoken for the need for video games to be recognized as a serious art form. In a recent interview published by the International Herald Tribute, I love French names, I really do. I'm sure I'm going to butcher this, so forgive me, everyone in France and beyond. Ronald Donadieu de Vabre.
Not bad, better than I could have done.
He just put a funny accent on like Monty Python. Said that people have looked down on video games for far too long, overlooking their great creativity and cultural value. And we will no longer do that.
You English bigots.
Atari jumps on the Xbox Live bandwagon. OneUp.com is reporting that coinciding with news that Contra will appear on Xbox Live. It's already out, isn't it?
Yeah.
This coming Wednesday, which is today. Today. There you go. Atari pledged support for the online marketplace with 6 games: Centipede, Battlezone, Asteroids, Missile Command, Tempest, and Warlord. So some of the biggest hits from Atari coming to Xbox Live.
I like every one of those. Those are great games. All right, moving on to some tech news. Home P&A achieves 320 megabits per second with copper. That's really hard to say. All right, ArsTechnica.com is reporting that the HPNA has made a significant stride in copper speed. From the article, the Home P&A Alliance, backers of networking spec that works over coaxial or twisted pair wiring, has announced the release of the HPNA 3.1 specification. The big news comes in the form of speed jump from 128 megs to 320.
How can this make the PS3 suck even more? You be the judge. Sorry.
All right. DARPA starts Ultimate Language Translation Project.
It's the DARPA chief.
Slashdot.org says that Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, has launched the Ultimate Speech Translation Engine project that would be capable of real-time interpretation of television and radio programs as well as printed or online textual information in order to be summarized, abstracted, and presented to the human analysis emphasizing points of particular interest.
That's actually really impressive.
That is very impressive. Basically, that just means it translates for you.
Yeah, but it sounds like artificially intelligent translation. That's really cool.
Fish, man.
Microsoft to pay Novell $450 million. You know, when I first heard about this deal between Microsoft and Novell, both kind of getting together and say, hey, let's go kill that Red Hat guy.
Right.
I was kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
But this is interesting. Microsoft has agreed to pay Linux software maker Novell $450 million to make its software interoperate with Windows.
Yes.
That'll go a long way toward doing it. The open source specialist revealed in filings to the U.S. Securities Exchange regulator. PS3 loses one. I almost feel bad. This is going to be like punching a kid with glasses. IGN.com, this is from IGN.com, the Japanese PS3 launch lineup has actually managed to get smaller. Mm-hmm. Early adopters in Japan have one less game to choose from at launch, as it turns out that Konami's online-ready Mahjong Fight Club
I just want to get it for the name. That's so great.
Mahjong Fight Club will not be making it on the November 11th, making only 5 games at launch instead of 6. So those of you who had your hearts set on Mahjong Fight Club, our hearts go out to you.
I don't see many fights breaking over a Mahjong game.
The only time I've ever seen anybody playing Mahjong is a bunch of old Chinese people.
Well, there you go. Those guys can kick butt on every kung fu movie, so...
And with that, I'll be wading through the nasty emails on that comment tomorrow. That wraps up the news for tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow on BuzzTV's The Daily News. Thanks a lot. We are out of here.